Some of the common questions that we have about a burial would be, what does a double burial site mean? When we say double, it is top to bottom, not side by side. The lawn cemetery is completely flat, so there are no headstones. People quite often think of a burial as something that would have a headstone. In lawn cemeteries they don't, whereas if you choose a cemetery that has headstones, then yes, you would have a headstone.
It's not necessary for embalming or anything like that to take place with a burial, unless they're looking at moving the deceased at some later stage. Then they'd be looking at embalming, and if they embalm, generally a lead lining to the coffin as well. If they're looking at exhumating the deceased at some later stage to take them, it could be a case where they think that maybe they'll one day move overseas and they want to take them with them, but that would be the only reason that you would need to do that, have that process done, apart from if they were going to have the deceased at home for some time before the burial took place.
What happens when it rains is a question that families may ask, and normally there would be canopies in place in cemeteries for burials to go ahead, depending on obviously how much rain has taken place in the cemetery itself. The funeral director will be in touch with you and let you know and guide you through. If it's a graveside service, then this may impact the date of your service, whereas if you're in a chapel or another facility first, then you may proceed with that and the burial can take place at a later date.